Yo, YouTube, what's going on, man? Yo, it's Bryce back at it again with another video, y'all. And before this video gets started, I just wanted to say I appreciate all the support and everything that y'all been showing on these most recent videos that I've been uploading, man. It's honestly incredible to see. And I'm glad that everybody is just rocking with the content, you know what I'm saying? We just trying to crank out as much as we can to keep the people entertained, bro. Because we know not a lot of people out here have the opportunity to attempt to build a platform like this, and that's exactly what we out here trying to do, especially with this, with the For You Empire and the Young Outcast podcast, which is coming real soon, man, coming real soon. Make sure y'all on the lookout for that. Other than that, we have video upload schedule is the same. It'll be in the description. All the links in the description are the same. YouTube, Twitch, Discord. What else? Anything else? Anything else? Not really. Um, we now primarily stream on Twitch, so if you stop seeing me live stream on YouTube, that's because I've transitioned over to Twitch. And also, we're gonna start streaming off the Xbox onto Twitch. Start playing some games. You know what I'm saying? So other than that, I appreciate everybody for joining me for today's video, man. Hope y'all enjoy. Uh, Oof. Dun, 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 dun. Academics call sharp and play. You know what? We are gonna do no jumper. This is just gonna be a no jumper live stream. No cap.
You think he did that because he was taking up for academics?
Absolutely, right? I thought that was the
But
point, no?
No, I think the gist of it was I don't know if because even like the clip, they was already having a conversation, and I seen academics break it down. I said I guess Sharp was getting into it with the people on Clubhouse, and this is one thing that we gotta and me myself and T-Rail
Oh, I
included.
thought it was already because.
Wait a minute, me myself and T-Rail included. It wasn't until I heard academics talk about the employee word. Like, why do us as minorities get so mad when we hear the employee word? You know what I mean? And even yesterday, academics
You did
spoke on it.
you did the best job ever of getting mad at that. With
I
that.
definitely did. Me
With
and T-Rail.
Dejan, that was one of the best things ever.
And shout out to Dejan too, because
Well, he said it in a real derogatory way.
And just believe me, being the boss is fucking overrated. Yes, you do. Like if you do well, you get to share in more of the profits, whatever. But also, everything comes back to you. If you
No
get
matter
sued,
what.
if you go bankrupt, it's
For
all
sure.
you. Trust me.
All of that gets put on the boss, man. So when it come to being, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't like the word employee. I don't like all that other extraness. You know what I'm saying? Are you at the crib? What you doing at the crib? Mm. What it look like? Okay. Live on Twitch. Yeah. Like, no, because I can't hear you through my headphones. Say something? Nah, they can't hear you. What's up? What's up?
React to, but it Sims.
I know y'all just heard that in the live. She want me to react to some Sims.
like it's literally like a. Hold on. Look at my spam. Hold on. Oh, this is my spam. Okay, hold on. Look. Watch it.
I'm watching.
Oh, I don't think you heard him. He said family.
Braxton, that's enough.
No, she's right. You need to keep your jump off of the month in check.
Well, maybe if he were a jump off, you would have kept your husband. Old troglodyte.
Excuse me?
I know you use that mouth a lot, but don't ever use it to talk crazy to my mother.
Brax, chill out.
This is about as chill as I'm gonna get. Take it or leave it. I was invited here for a reason.
Yeah. That reason being you suck dick just a little bit better than all the other ones.
Yeah.
Great. It's just great. Making a scene at your own son's draft. And you wonder why I want a divorce. You're an embarrassment.
This shit looks way too real.
As you prance around with some Instagram model that's the same age as your daughter?
Damn.
Enough.
I'm telling you, don't it look real? Don't it look real?
Yeah, I guess. It'll look as real as Sims can get.
First of all, don't.
It look as real as Sims can get, but nah, that she funny as fuck though.
It is.
Is she funny as shit, bro?
I feel like that would be something different for your YouTube channel. I'm just saying, that's just my opinion. You don't have to do it. I was like, it's different.
Mm-hmm.
And not many people have done reaction videos to it, and it's like kind of viral in the Sims community right now. I'm just saying.
So when this video comes out, if y'all want me to react to some of this Sims shit, no, when the video that I'm recording comes out, when y'all see this on YouTube, let me know in the comments if y'all want me to react to that.
They don't even know what.
It doesn't matter. They just heard half of it. You can hear it. You might not be able to see it, but they can hear it. So just let me know down in the comments, man. Yeah, and YouTube. No. I go live on Twitch and YouTube Friday through Sunday after 10:30. But you know the people already know that. Yeah, now you know. No, actually, hold on, cause yeah, I do apologize, stream, but y'all know what we gotta look at for the one time. The analytics. The analytics of my most recent videos. 849 views. 849. Last night when we had started the stream, it was at 621. Tonight at the start of the stream, it's at 849. I appreciate each and every single one of y'all who watched that video, man. I really do. Shit was crazy. But other than that, we're getting back to our regularly scheduled program of DJ Akademiks talking shit. You don't know who Akademiks is? Yo, we gotta do something about this. We gotta get Shorty up to date. We gotta get Shorty up to date. How do you feel about the word employee? As being a minority and a female, how do you feel about the word employee? Because that's the topic of this video that we're watching. It was Akademiks call Sharp an employee.
I mean, if I work there, I'm an employee.
But like, if someone was to like say it in a derogatory way, like, "Oh, nigga, you just a fucking employee, bruh,"
Like if we both employees, I was like, bruh, we both employees.
I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. Thank you for that. It'll also be in the video. Just want to let you know.
I did not call in a Twitch video.
Oh well. Too bad. You're in it.
There's plenty of times in my life where I think, damn, I wish I was just more of like an employee and I didn't have to be the person fucking answering for everything at the end of the day.
Shout out to Dejan too, because I apologized to him because I was like, you know what you were saying, like whether I took it that way or not, you weren't lying, bro.
And Akademiks, even when I was talking to him yesterday, he said, I am an employee of Spotify. And it's like, why wouldn't you want to be an employee at Spotify? Like, they're one of the biggest corporations in the world, and now they are extremely invested in his success. Now, I'm not saying that means that he should stick with them forever, because maybe he just used them to get his podcast going. Maybe he's going to leave in a year or two or whatever. Right. But I mean, I don't see how anybody could look at that and think it's like a bad opportunity.
And even Akademiks yesterday, he's
real talk. How is that a bad opportunity that you, an employee of a absolutely massive streaming company, like an employee of Spotify? Do you understand, bro? I would love to be an employee of Spotify. I would love to be an employee at Apple, Google, Facebook, Twitter, Spotify, all of that. Shit.
He said he likes what I got going on. He says, AD's a boss of community, but he's an employee of No Jumper. He said, you can be both. There's nothing wrong with that shit.
But that's true then. But also what Sharp was trying to say was, I'm an independent contractor. And although
let's keep it real. Sharp is in the same situation that me and T-Rail was in. We hear that word, we think people are trying to shit on us. You feel me? Like, oh, you an employee, like we getting little pay, or we not getting paid what we supposed. Like, we take that shit negatively, and when people need to embrace it, like, yeah, nigga, being employed, I'd rather be an employee making 6 figures than being you feel me?
Exactly. Look, I'm an employee of No Jumper. I'm like literally on the payroll and I'm very proud and happy about it.
And T-Rail has Back on Fig. He's the boss of Back on Fig. I'm the boss of community. We taking all the responsibility.
Yeah. What the fuck? That was just me coming from.
You're the boss of all the minions, the yellow people that come around and shit. You know what I'm saying?
But me responding to that was just me coming from already like doing my own thing.
Mm-hmm.
So and I'm like, I'm a what? And I had to think, and it didn't register yet. I'm like, no, I'm fucking not, bitch. But in the grand scheme of things, like you are, like, you know what I'm saying? It didn't.
In the grand scheme of things, we run the For You empire, but we also work for them too. We work for ourselves. I am employed by myself. You feel me? All my homies who work for themselves is employed by themselves. They their own boss, but they're also their own employee, if that makes any sense.
How Adam broke it down, how Akademiks broke it down, like I will actually bend over backwards, pause, to work for certain companies.
Why? That was funny. That was too funny. I will bend over backwards. Pause. We get what you're saying, bro. We get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? And be their employee to gain certain knowledge from these motherfuckers, you feel me? And to implement it into your everyday life or your business. Like, so why not? You feel me? Like, and like you said, like it did bother me from where we come from, you know, what we endured, you feel me, over the time, motherfuckers trying to shit on us. Mm-hmm. And I just, and you know, and I didn't like that. And he was one of the motherfuckers that was trying to do that. And you know, I'm giving you a platform, you feel me? Because your platform, his platform wasn't as big, and probably, I ain't gonna say never, but it's not as big, you know, and it's not as big right now.
Saul,
we're giving him a shining the light on him. So we're doing him a justice, you feel me? So it just all about how you look at it, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I had to educate myself, and you guys had to educate me on like, okay, look at it in a better light, you feel me? Because I didn't come from that shit.
But to be fair, I understand why you guys took offense to the way he said it, because realistically, when you come to No Jumper, like the way that you guys came here, it's like, are you technically employees? Yes. Does it really feel like that much? I mean, for the most part, you guys are just getting on camera and talking, and it's not like we really put too many restrictions on it. And it's like, you know, it's like with you in the interviews, It's been pretty open ended. It's not really like fucking something where it's like super strict, like T-Rail, you got to do this and not these other things you want to do. So I understood why in that moment it was kind of jarring for you guys, just because you really seemed like you hadn't really thought about it that way. But I think the bigger point is just that there's nothing shameful about that. Like, imagine Rock Nation hit me up tomorrow or some label or whatever, and they said, "Yo, Adam, we want to give you $50,000 a month to do this, this, and this." It's not, like I would be a fool if I didn't consider it.
But they saying working here sway our decisions, and sway my opinion on different things that's happening out here because I am an employee out here, or I'm not responding how they want me to respond because now it's like Master 22 gonna get you or this and that and the other. You feel me? But I'm like,
I'll beat his ass.
Yeah, but I'm like, this nigga really, really open minded about everything. You know what I'm saying? That's
you might not always believe it on this podcast. Just because I am willing to argue about pretty much anything on the podcast doesn't mean that I'm like, try to control the way you guys move on here or whatever. There's been very few things like that where I was like, you are not allowed to say this thing anymore.
Yeah, I pretty much can say what I want.
I've never been told that.
Me and Josh were talking about that earlier where he was like, listen, even if y'all have a different of opinions to Adam, he still let y'all get on his platform and platform that. We can sit here and say whatever the fuck we want. I could say it's probably been maybe 1 or 2 times you said, hey, you didn't even say don't talk about it. You like try to not go as crazy as you would. But that's like within 3 years, maybe twice you didn't say something like that. And you never told me don't talk about this.
Realistically, Adam, would you want a bunch of people on the pod that like had a hive mind and thought exactly like you and weren't down to debate?
I know other podcasts that I've listened to, like not with any kind of regularity because they usually suck ass, but I've listened to other people's podcasts where it's so obvious to me that the host told the co-host, like, your job is to agree with everything I say and ask maybe some little like follow-up questions, but never question me, never like provide your own narrative. And in a way, I can see why it's kind of good because it does help them stay on point and everything. But at the same time, it's like just not really. It's definitely not what people want from this fucking podcast where they want to see us really engage in like that random fucking argument that we got.
Honestly, that's why I fuck with No Jumper so much. For real. That really is why. Because they're so uncensored, unfiltered. The team that they got working on No Jumper and on the No Jumper podcast, they all have different mindsets on whatever they're talking about that day. And it always turns out to be a very interesting conversation. And like they said, there's hardly been any times where I've seen somebody be like, hey, let's chill on that topic, or like let's not go to that topic. You know what I'm saying? That's something that we trying to do here, man. We try to keep this channel open to every topic that is available out there for real. 'Cause, I want to talk about anything and everything that just entertains the people, man. What